friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today we are in black and white because we are doing a palette bingo together. I'm super excited. This is a blend bunny palette bingo. I have all 6 palettes plus her quad, so we are playing with a lot of different shadows today. I'm really excited for you to see what I drew, the look I came up with. I am super happy with this one. The palette bingo gods were definitely on my side, and I'm really excited for you to see how it goes down. Before we hop into it, I don't really have much accessories to talk about. I don't know where this choker's from, and I'm not wearing earrings today. So without further ado, we are just gonna hop into it and play with my Blend Bunny palettes. I will have all of these linked down below for you, and I do have an affiliate code with Blend Bunny, so you can use my code battybean if you want to save some money on their site. Thank you so much in advance if you use it. I've also already done individual videos with all of these palettes, so if you need some additional inspo with a specific one you see today, you can go check those videos out. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and do some palette bingo. Okay friends, we are going to get into it. I have all 6 of my Blend Bunny palettes plus the Blend Bunny quad, so 7 things in total I'm gonna be randomly generating from. Usually with my bingos, I like to keep it to 5 to 6 shadows, but since there's 7 palettes, I was like, might as well. We will get into it. I just have these in alphabetical order, so we have the All Done Up, which is their smallest palette, not counting the quad. And it's super, super pretty, like grungy neutrals. We have the Blends palette, the OG, just a rainbow dream. We have the Dollhouse palette. The D is the key letter in this one, not the. So that's why I put it third, but it is just so pretty. I love those gardeny shades. We have the Lure palette, which is their newest one that came out with the quad. And it's just a masterpiece. It is so magical. We have the Primal palette. This is supposed to go alongside the Blends palette and kind of fill in any gaps. And we have the Surge palette. This was my first palette from them actually, and it's currently my favorite palette. I just think it's so good. And then we have the Trove, the little quad of multi-chromes. It's so pretty. I don't know if I can capture the shifts super well, but it is so good. So yeah, basically we're just gonna start randomly generating 1 shade from each palette. Thankfully with the Trove quad, we will get at least 1 shimmer, which makes me happy because across Blend Bunny's range, like the mattes are the predominant formula. So I do think it's gonna be a very matte heavy look. We will at least for sure get 1 matte because the Blends palette is all matte, but everything else is kind of up in the air. I think also technically, again, aside from the Trove quad, there is a neutral, at least 1 in every single palette. So there's a chance this could be a neutral look as well. I'm hoping for something super fun and colorful, but let's just find out. All right, so I'm just pulling up a random number generator on Google. I am setting it 1 to 20 for the All Done Up palettes. 17. How long have you been 17? Okay, well, we already got 1 really pretty shimmer, Shine. This is such a good shade. It has a really pretty minty shift. If I would have known we were gonna get this, I would have used that as my face highlight, but at least we have an inner corner highlight, so that is so exciting. All right, changing it for 1 to 30 now for the Blends palette and most of the palettes. 30, okay. Sounds good. We got Black, Nevermore. So we have a deepening shade. I don't always like need a black in my looks, but this is a really fantastic black. And now at least we have some depth going on. Like so far I can definitely work with this. All right, keeping it at 1 to 30 for the Dollhouse palettes. We got number 1. What are the odds that we would get 30 and then 1 right at the same time? Okay, well we got another shimmer. We got Mannequin. I am shocked that we've gotten like mostly shimmers so far. Did not expect that to happen. I'm okay with that. I don't really have any opinions. I think I'm good with that. All right, changing it back to 24 now for the Lure palettes. Number 22. I'm happy about this. We got 322 meters. I'm happy we got a colorful matte. I was getting a little nervous that we weren't gonna get a whole lot of color, but this is cute so far. Changing it to 26 now for the Primal palette. Generates number 7. Okay. We got the shade Warning. This is a really interesting combo so far. I'm liking that. All right, going back to 30 for the Surge palettes. We got number 14. We got the shade Grunge. Kind of like a really dark reddish brown. I think I can work with that. Like we could always have this as the darker shade blending into that, blending into the pink. That could be really fun. And finally, last but not least, I'm gonna set it 1 to 4 for the Trove quad. Let's figure out which multi-chrome we're getting today. Number 4, that'll be Mermaid Tears. This one's kind of like bluey purple. I don't know how well you can see the shifts. It's so hard to capture it on camera. It kind of goes from blue to purple. It's so funny, like on my finger, like right here looking at it, it looks purple, but then on my hand, it looks blue, like through the viewfinder. I'm pretty okay with this actually. I think this is gonna be fun. I think I can make this work. I'm interested to see how this turns out. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna brainstorm, get my brushes together, and then we will get started. Okay, so I think I have a pretty good idea of what I wanna do. I feel like the story kind of wrote itself, so I'm gonna get to priming. I'm gonna use my Sigma eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna smear this on and blend it out. I hope you're doing well, by the way. I'm just getting ready for work. So I'm happy that this color story kind of makes sense in my mind because I have to work today and I don't want to look crazy. So dipping into my primal palette first, I'm gonna take that Warning shade. I'm just gonna take this fluffy Sigma brush. It is a E45. I'm just going to start lightly dusting this in the outer corner. I'm gonna leave the lower lash line blank because I think that bluey tealy shade will be down there. Just gonna lightly start dusting this through the outer part of the crease. Mostly, I'll start working it towards the front, but I want it mostly focused out here. It's so pretty. Blend Bunny shadows, they really do just blend themselves. Going into the Surge palette now, I'm going to use the shade Grunge. I'm gonna use this E25 kind of taper blending brush from Sigma. I'm just going to pop this in the outer corner and just kind of start feathering it out in towards that Nectar shade. I keep calling it Nectar, Warning. It's called Warning. I want it to flow outwards like that. I'm cool if it goes on the lid a good bit, but I'm not really worried with what the lid looks like, so it's gonna get covered up with shimmer soon anyway. Just grabbing a little bit more of Warning to add some more of that color in there and buff that Grunge shade out some more. I like those two colors together. They are like a match made in heaven. Going into the Blends palette now for that Nevermore shade, that black. I'm gonna use this Blend Bunny Cosmetics B1 brush. And for my upper area, I'm just gonna lightly scoot a little bit of this, just kind of tucking it in that outer corner, just to add a little bit of depth out here, but I'm pretty satisfied with what Grunge is doing all on its own, that I'm not gonna go crazy. But I am also going to smudge this against the outer part of my lower lash line, just to give a little extra oomph as well for when I go in with my Lure shade that I drew to blend it out. For the top, I'm basically just going to smudge with my previous brushes. I'm not even grabbing any additional product, just to buff that out some, get it nice and blendy. I am absolutely loving how this is coming together so far. I think it's so pretty. For that lower lash, dipping into my Lure palette and grabbing that 322 meter shade. Just using this Luxie 229, grabbing just a little bit of it, and I'm just gonna very softly and slowly just start building that color a little bit to get the black smoked out and add this little pop of color down here. The multi-chrome's also gonna play a part in that lower lash line to bring forth more of this color, but I want this to kind of be a base for that to hang out. I think that's kind of cute actually. I'm not hating that. I think that's a kind of nice little pop down there. Moving on to the lid now, I'm gonna lay down my NYX Glitter Primer because I use it with every shimmer ever. I'm just gonna use my fingers since I have short nails right now, because why not? Just gonna plop that there. Wasn't really going for anything cut creasy anyways. I just wanted a smoky outer corner focused kind of look today. All right, dipping into the Dollhouse palettes, I'm gonna take that Mannequin shade. Just grabbing it with that same finger, and this is gonna go on the lid. I know that some of you are probably screaming, crying that I didn't put the multi-chrome on the lid, but I just felt like for this look, this is what needed to happen. And the multi-chrome's gonna look stunning on that lower lash line, don't you worry. Plus, I've given a lot of love to that little quad all over the lid, and I haven't given a lot of love to this particular shade. So I wanted to kind of change it up. You know, that's kind of the point of bingos anyways, is to kind of go out of my comfort zone. Just gonna use the brush that I used with Grunge, no additional product though, just to scoot that so it all flows together nicely. All right, dipping into that Trove quad now, I'm going to use Mermaid Tears. Just grabbing a little pencil brush and I'm just gonna smudge this. Mostly focused in the front part of my lower lash line, but I wanted to kind of blend towards the outer part. It actually looks so cute with that shade. I mean, I hope so. Trove and Lure came out at the same time, so I'd hope that the shades go together nicely, but I'm really happy to see it going together. There's something about having that like extra pop of interest on the lower lash line that I just love as well. Like it would have been obviously breathtaking to have it on the lid, but I love this kind of vibe on the top, and then there's just this really sultry, sparkly, shifty magic going on underneath. And finally, last but not least, in the All Done Up palette, I will use Shine as my inner corner today, which I think will actually play really nice with that lower lash line too. So I feel like everything kind of connects really well. And this is about where I'm at. I'm going to finish up, throw on an eye pencil, mascara, something on my lips. I need to do my hair still, and I will be back when I'm complete. Here is how my final look turned out. I love this. I think the palette bingo gods were on my side. I feel like this is definitely a look I would have done on my own. I really, really like this. I'm glad I got to just kind of play with all of these palettes together and create something super fun. I'm really happy that despite the fact that there's not a lot of repeats in Blend Bunny per se, but just she hits up like every color of the rainbow. So I mean, there's obviously similar vibes in different palettes, but I'm so happy we got such a diverse look. I didn't really get things that were super similar. I didn't get like 2 blacks, for instance, which was really nice. I'm happy that I got a good mixture of shimmer to matte. Overall, I'm super, super happy with this. I wasn't sure what direction this video was gonna go, but I think it came out so good. Obviously, I just threw on some mascara. My eye pencil was Sea Sparkle from Kaleidos, the multi-chrome blue. I just thought it would go with that lower lash line really well. And then on my lips, obviously I wanted to do something bold. I wanted to kind of pull inspo from that lower lash line. So I have the Agave Lip Clay from Kaleidos on my lips. And I love how this came out. I think it's so cute. I hope you like it as well. Let's zoom out and finish up this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I think this was a lot of fun to do today. I'm really happy with the overall vibe of this, and this was just really fun. I'm happy this happened. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried Blend Bunny before? If so, what are your favorite palettes from them? If you haven't tried them, what are you interested in? I would love to chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave, just leave some random emojis. Just scroll through and randomly tap 5, and we'll do it emoji bingo style. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot, and if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the BattyBean fam. I am BattyBean on everything: Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Absol, why are you screaming? Absol buddy. Hi baby, come here. Come here, buddy. Did you get lonely? Oh, Absol. Everybody say hi. You're so cute. You're so scrunchy and lonely. What a hard life. What a hard life.